people for us now, good evening again. The program we watch now, UDUOTA. UDUOTA means the heart of the matter. And I because this evening again, we they bring different issues, different discussion concerning things when we see they happen. Well, for the country, you know, as it be from different places to another. For those states here, where they from the rich now for the war, they kidnap one DPO for is it something around the Guinea side that they kidnap a DPO for that is a Central local government area. Then for those states here too, used for supply routes, all of them just come together. They say that route for supply route near that way. The RS is what they call them. So if they don't do that route, they don't go come out there. That's what it be for different parts of the country. We will say for Niger State as we speak now, Boko Haram don't they tell parents when they withdraw their children from school and they do the local government chairman, the governor, even the SSG for them, all of them they cry, say they don't, those people don't establish camp for them. You can see different issues. When they deploy again, we'll come up for that side more into another area. But then I deal with some gentlemen who say their head, like I talk for this program, we bring people who say there's a big book, may you too, you're very informed and enlightened on what they would. We'll give a chance to you to also make call from any part of the world when they watch us. So may you meet our guest, Pastor Frank Kamego. Pastor, good evening, sir.
Yeah, I pray for us good evening. Thank you for saying you invite me.
The former ASU chairman for University of Benin, now this is one lecture when we see he has hot water for book 2. Professor Julius Yasala. Prof, good evening, sir.
You do well when you take call me, my people. When I do well when I sit down, when I listen to us.
Okay, now don't see this my brother face before. You know Eugene Enofe. And one person say there was a day they talk. My brother Eugene, good evening.
Brother, good evening. My people for us, good evening.
All right, Prof. You say when you describe this country, I thought a person could just tire. Again, federal government come last week say now they will finally remove petroleum subsidy by February. But after that, they can say, okay, they will give 5,000 naira to about 40 million Nigerians. But Nigerians are saying, you will pay 1.2 trillion. I mean, yes, 1.2 trillion as subsidy. Will they complain? You won't go give 5,000 naira to 40 million people. That will become a 2.8 trillion. Which kind of mathematics we can do? Prof.
Apollo, make we not even go there at all. You know, the matter don't rotten. The truth about it be say, dog when one lost, you know they hear the owner. You know they hear the owner and whistle. But another parable when I want make be say, good night. We don't know who go first wake up. And then when you throw stone enter market, you don't know who you want meet for that place. Now waiting these people, they think if they don't think so, they don't take Nigeria and say Nigeria not fit do anything. But it be like say NSAS not show any sample at all. It don't make any sense to them. That is why so many of them now people they come now they talk anyhow, say people don't die and all that. Waiting. Not this government. The major reason why did they take come power? Not be say they say they want to remove subsidy for petrol since that time, and say they want to reduce the price of petrol from 84 naira to 40 something naira. Not being they take enter power. No, is that not how they come now? You want to increase fuel to how much be bottle of mineral one will they buy? And we don't know how they take make fuel. Ordinary Yoruba woman when they prepare ogogoro for backyard know how to distill ogogoro and get out. Now the same process, not be that they make fuel. Which story they want to tell us? You say we don't date this country when we hear so many promises when government they make now. Not today. They not first promise before say they want to feed children throughout this country. Say home feeding and all they go to feed children when they go to school. And not how many children will they feed now? How we school we feed point for this our own city now? Say this now where the children they go school that they eat food free. I'm not talk about any one day. You get the time that time they talk say they want to bring out buses when children go take they go school. When one crisis dey like that, they come say they go buy buses, go full road. Now they come to take they carry children to say they want to can reduce pain when children they suffer. When they take, you don't see any bus today. Now you want to do another obubu yeke. Say you go dey give 5,000 naira to 40 million. Who be the? Again, in Nigeria, apart from politicians, will not be poor people for this country now. I mean, is there any, there's no middle class in Nigeria. It's either you get the upper class or you get the lowest. And many of us, they follow me, when be lecturer, they for the lowest. Because if I calculate how much they pay me a salary in the name of dollar, because everything is in form of dollar, and then you calculate my salary, use dollar, take convert them. I'm not they earn anything. I be if I whole salary I put out for pocket now, say make I enter market, he go come home. You know, go come home. So who be how they want to talk say I now be rich man or the poor people? All of us now the poor people. They must know that almost if Nigeria now about 200 million people, about 190 person are poor now 90 million na poor people. So may they not tell us wait till you they call cock and bull story. There's no that thing not being at all. And then may they not try them because it don't take when this matter they will, because waiting they go see this it go bad though, because we don't almost enter a country where man they eat man now. Now waiting you see now. If you see that riot when you talk about what happened for Sapele Road, they tell police now say more than shoot we dey more than kill. But they say move, they say now lie, they know they move before gone. Waiting at the tell Nigerian government, they say that they radicalize their citizens, and the waiting go happen at the end of the day when you completely radicalize the citizens of this country. You no go feel contain them. Now waiting they take they play radicalization of the society. That they take and play because people now they go to a stage where nothing go fear them again or nothing. You no feel threaten anybody with anything, whether gun or anything. We will face you with gun. No. So I'm begging all those one are not be story now matter when they bite ear. Now if all those kind of the story when they talk, we there for this country now. You want to give 40 million, you want to give 40 million people for 5,000 naira. For waiting now, how you want to share them? Which criteria you want to, how you want to distribute them? Food when they even give that time, say okay for COVID. Or if people bring food for palliative, they see them. Where they at the end of the day when wahala enter, when we can't see the food, not be inside where government lock them to the extent say rice when people bring come take say because people know they go work they rotten. Many things when they rotten for warehouse. Now you not talk say you want to share money. We never now we they hear about they give money before. People they see them. How you want to see them? How who want share them? Which committee? Which people? By what agency are not? How you want to share?
Oh, never get database to listen.
How? Nightmare. That's what. Okay, you want cross river to meet all these people for creek. Say you want to share money, give them. I mean, how many people? How are you going to do it? By what formula? Those ones not be story at all. We know say from the beginning is dead on arrival. Those ones that in no whole water. That's what I say about.
Prof, my brother. Very soon you come prof, so but make we wait for that time. You get one thing where so many Nigerians make I ask you. All over the world, people they trust government policies and progress and everything. But the one they see this is governments, when the government talk, people know they believe government again. How? Because this issue of subsidy removal, this government take a campaign against a government of Jonathan. Now scam, now this, now that. Two things when we say Nigerians, the team can ask, we say, number one, even if they remove the subsidy, how they want to spend the thing, and we say, because the way we they see things for this country, company like say, no transparency in everything. So, who is it not just to remove the subsidy and line it in some other people's pocket, even if they remove it?
The policy where some people they believe, where Nigerians will not believe for years, I want our politics. And the more that they tell us, the more that they lie. As Prof talk just now, I don't want to agree with him. Say how they want to share them. They will share them. They will ask for Okoko Michael. How many people did they say 1 million? Where the organ for there? They'll give you the money times 5,000. They'll give you. Go share them. They'll call that person. How many people in your community? Say 5,000 times the amount they'll give them. That's what they do. They don't go. Governors don't go Abuja. They bring what they call them allocation. Then they bring and come. Now for all of us. So now at the beginning of more trouble for this country, without apology. The way Ogate campaign for 2015, he said nothing like subsidy. So supposed to first come apologize to all Nigerians, say na lie in talk. Or if he say na so before, as he reach there, he can say, I'm not be so. At that age, suppose they both apologize to all Nigerians. That's on that leg. Another problem is say, as he reach there, IMF can tell and say, remove subsidy. The calculation of IMF different from our own. They will tell you, say, for abroad, if you eat, no, you drink water later. So the food feel digest well. And if we both talk something like that, they don't chop our food. If they give you beans and plantain, no drink water, now outside they go land. If we both they eat, they'll use juice. Not be water, they'll use juice. If you use wine, take chop. So now what's it they talk about abroad that you want to use? Okay, if you do decking now, after 3 days, all the bamboo they do the decking, you remove them. That's what they talk about abroad. But for Nigeria, sand now many pass cement. It will take 3 months to dry. No, they don't tell us say if you do decking, after they remove the bamboo, you go to work remove the bamboo now. Remember, it will collapse. The 5,000 I want to give to people, they just old microphone they insult all Nigerians. As we still talk for here, just as Prof talk, how they want to calculate. I just joke to talk say they know how to share them. Now joke. But they know how to steal our money. Now, you want for you use 1.something trillion naira to subsidize everything. Now you want to the money you want to share now 2.something. To me, if not true word that thing be, may they not share money give any person. You repair road, you give security, you give light, not share any money. Repair all these things, we go bear them. If they plant trees for the road, all of us go trek. Trek in the hand because sun to the big person. Sun the big person, hunger the big person, so many things they happen. No light for house. So what they are saying is a government not very truthful. Because NSAS, na small picking, not school, na NSAS day. You get one keke where I enter today, near my house. Because they put list for windscreen. I said, this one not fit drive. May I just come out. I come and enter keke. The anger when the keke man get, I say I beg and carry me free. I said, I cannot be free before. He dey shout for me. I said, okay, me and you dey quarrel. So they spoil this country. They point to me. Okay, what do I do now? Now as I quote another, NSAS na nursery school that one day. Then they all ring bell say next year make government see them. Who they fit keep them kill them. Because as you remove the subsidy for petrol, maybe kerosene and any other thing. Even gas now, they say, now you better determine how much they sell gas. We get everything for here. So, once that thing happens, it will affect transport. Once it affects transport, every other thing will affect. Even the salary, where Prof say, you don't reach anything. You don't reach your enter motor. Because from simple calculation, let's say petrol will be 300 and something naira.
Yeah, 360, 40 to 330
so,
or 340.
How you take up? You know they get light, if you give me 5,000 naira in a month. 5,000 naira. 100,000 naira salary. Then the last 1 month, you can give me 5,000 naira. That's insult. So government, they know how to make anything good for Nigeria. They know that at all. And when next year come, nobody fear go anymore. Don't happen for Saturday. That one a small thing. Nobody fear feel like carry old bomb. They'll hold you. But they must say, you what they do, or what they did. You go embrace them. All die, not die. So now that they don't push Nigerians into. You get to big picking. Say bring your hand, you give am 10 strokes over one small thing wey you do. Somebody use mouth take talk to am, you give am 10 for left, 10 for right. Once you don dey used to that cane, you go do more serious thing. You know say na cane. Papa say bring hand, you don give am 1 2 3 to 10. 1 2 3 to 10, you no go cry. But are you teach am that life pattern, which is radicalism? So Nigeria people now, they don't get sense. If they go allow us use electronic voting, now there we go mark the beginning of great things. I don't say we'll see contest and say because who they did the control room go change them. All these parties they don't fail us. Party A, party B, they don't get clear ideological thing. That's just jump, enter from Molwe to Tuke, from there enter Keke. Now so Nigeria just be. So now until we get real people where they will say you have to be nationalistic in character, Nigeria no go move. Not be prophecy, not the reality. Because what they see so, who get money for Christmas? If it's in a 10,000 go budget for Christmas, you use 200 naira. Because January or next year now, when things go turn, church they will just stranded. Because nobody go church again because we transport fare enough you go. If they go church for far place, you will carry a wife and children for house as you do for NSAS that time. Now come for fellowship for inside house. They clap your hand and God go hear you. So the leaders of this country, they don't mean well for any human being for Nigeria.
Enough. You do listen to two of them. Where do we go from here? Is there any hope?
There is hope.
On this country?
Yes, there is hope. You see, whatever we experience today, as a result of the seed being sown, and the harvest every one of us they receive today, and we take from today.
Who sowed the seed?
Now, this subsidy started since 1970. The question is, why is it that from that time, from that Shagari time to date, you will notice, say, every president when come in, they always talk about this subsidy. After Shagari, Buhari in the military, during military head of state, came in. So when that one still called me, he talked about subsidy removal. After that, Obasanjo and all the lights came. Even when Jonathan came, he talked about subsidy removal. Now the question is, why did they always talk about this subsidy? That is the question. So, okay, now let's more leave that one aside. You know, I don't talk for this program one day. I said, assistant pastor, the same pastor, they preach every Sunday. He go say, hey, waiting day there. I will do more than, I can even do more than the pastor. But after some time, then we'll come find out, say, when maybe they don't do exchange of pulpits for a month, they can't give the assistant pastor church to handle. Now you go come see where pastor sweats. So now let's check it. The highest, when the country when they pay the highest amount of fuel per liter is Hong Kong. The lowest now Venezuela, which is 10 naira per liter.
How did it do?
Okay, now see, this subsidy, when the federal government they talk about, if they remove it now, then they talk about the reason why the Nigeria economy they continue the sink now as a result of the subsidy. Now, when they talk about it, they subsidize by 1 point something trillion. That's not really, if you calculate her, when she talk about 3 point something trillion. Now, she say that money now, if they remove that money, they will come use 5,000, pay each 40, they say 40 million Nigerian. No, 40 million
Nigerians.
Yes, which is 5,000. If you calculate it, they talk about 2 something trillion. Now, she also talk about, say, not forever. He said this payment will last only for 6 months, maximum 1 year. Now, calculate it. If you remove the subsidy now, everybody will they buy for within 3 something to 400. Do you get it? Now, this money, when they say they gain, when they do subsidy before, now the reason why they say they want to pay that 5,000, he say make Nigeria for fit balance, make every man for fit balance when they want to give 5,000. No. My land. See where make I land. Now listen. He say make the 14 manage say balance for a certain period so that they go come get used to the system before the federal government will develop something when they work on to increase the welfare of the people.
No, I go pause you there first. Increase talk is cheap. Wait. No. Enough.
Mona leave it not for me.
No, I don't go feel here again. Talk is cheap. Talk is cheap.
Talk where the problem is.
Okay, they go.
Now, if the doctor say they will give us 5,000 naira as a result of the removal of the subsidy, and the gains and everything when they want gain from the subsidy, when they affected the subside and the fuel issue, they'll come put up for the development or for the country, jar into agriculture.
No, English. You know why? See, you know what I say there? Number one, Jonathan time.
Yes.
We hear these kind of things.
Yes.
We hear them.
Yes.
So we are telling the same Nigeria, this same story. That's number one. Two, I want you to answer. This is government will talk about anti-corruption, right?
Yes.
And in history, now their hand, now they tainted with corruption pass. Yes. So what makes you feel that this same money not be people pocket?
No, you see.
No, you hear what I talk?
Yeah, I don't hear
what makes you feel that this money, even if they remove am,
yes,
no people pocket go go?
Now that is why.
Three, not before being here you dey. For more than 8 years, how many years now? East-West roads, in ACB, now it's a B. So when you remove subsidy now, what will now happen? When these same people, when we say that they talk to us, is the things where they tell us, we know they see them.
Una don't forget wetin be 5,000 naira.
No, wait, sir, wait.
Una not remember the value of 5,000. From here to Abuja or to Lokoja, 5,000 not carry you go there.
Oga, see where the problem dey.
Where the problem dey?
The problem is that our leaders are not trusted.
So when you don't trust them, and they are, wait, you say our leaders don't trust them, and they won't drive the process.
Yes.
Yeah, no.
So a man that you don't trust, you remember that man where they always come here? He say a man that is hungry, sitting on top of money, cannot take a right decision.
Yes.
A man you don't trust, he's the one that's going to drive the process. No, so why will he not line himself in pocket with this? Wait now, not the same Nigerian citizen. Do you remember Dizane? Who they are, let's say, they use bra of wait now for 2 million, use the pick.
They say Bajaba Miller wife resembled Dizane because the cost waiting she wear one day can't equal
the same.
Use big. I mean when you use Byron, I mean what. So not the same Nigerians we talk about.
I feel answer you.
Go ahead. Okay. Bless the person. Hello, good evening.
Hello.
Good evening.
Good evening, sir.
Where do you call us from? Okay, go ahead.
My name is Fight. I'm calling from Ogida Barrel.
Go ahead.
If love is the way that man will talk like really, so if love is saying that I can water through my hand, if I quickly rupture for that one.
But don't let me learn. You go let me learn.
Say it for.
Because they go get wrong impression. I go actually drive the right message. So these people they listen to.
Okay, you learn.
Okay, see, actually, the government, if you notice, when the
but before you land, maybe you don't agree on what say the politicians who won't drive the process, now they are not trusted. Abi?
Okay, listen.
No, but maybe you don't agree on that one. So go ahead. Finish your that one.
See, the situation is that the government, before President Buhari sat on that seat, he made many promises. But when he don't sit down, he can't find out, say, many people don't tell us, say, they go give us light within a year.
Not them now.
It never happen. So when they don't sit down the seat, as I make pastor parable just now, you can't find out the different things where we say, make some things never possible.
He know before my head of state before?
Wait, now.
No, he know before my head of state. So what is different between, at least, now see when you sit down before, he called them new to you.
No, Mike, see, you don't think compare military.
Don't call again, or Queenland, don't call
again. See, the problem is our country. I just land now because the many story, he not go let me talk. As I they talk, he go diverse. So see, I understand the pain of everybody. Now you go withdraw 20,000 naira in the morning, in the evening, and 500 go remain. Now listen, see what did they happen, Apollo, and my fellow people for house. See, our country is not ready for it. We never prepared the land to sow such a seed.
Who street people? They're never ready for what?
We never ready for us to remove such subsidy.
Okay.
No,
when you say our, no. When you say our, you they push out to the people who never ready. Is it the people or the government?
The government never prepared.
That's it.
Yes, it never prepared the land.
So what is supposed to do?
Let me give you one parable.
Yes.
See,
not be parable. Go straight to the point.
So I go straight to the point. See, picking for house at a certain level, you dey buy clothes for and they bath am. After some time, you go expect am make it bath himself.
Yes.
After some time, you dey give am allowance. You expect make it take from that allowance, begin to take off himself.
Yes.
After some time, when he's not man enough, he has some certain things you know they do for am again.
Okay.
You expect am to do something. So wetin I go talk, our leaders should understand, say, the present state of Nigeria, the present situation, we are not ready for them to.
How are we not ready?
Because the economy is bad.
Who make a bad?
Now, yeah, you feel, see, it's not only this present leader.
Now the populace, now the who make the economy,
Okay,
now the people
who make every Nigerian.
Now make the economy.
Yes, the president is also in Nigeria.
Okay.
See, let me tell you, every
I'm
president.
not there.
No, all of us there. Every
there.
president of any country all over the world is the reflection of the people.
Okay.
From Bible days to today.
Okay.
Is the reflection of the people. Which president or which politician don't ever accomplish 100% when you talk?
who
leader,
beg you say me you contest?
You see, can I talk? I want shock.
Who beg you?
I want shock.
Who beg you?
I want shock now. I beg. Make I shock.
About small.
I want shock you people.
Small.
See, make we could talk the truth. Some of us know.
Prof, let me break you come.
Yes, sir. The truth about this thing be say we know where our government they carry us to go. You know, say Melaifa talk say before they kill him. He talk say
die. They say die.
okay, fine.
We don't get any
Yes,
proof.
all that
Say they
and
kill
that.
him.
Before the man go, he say by 2022 that this country will go up into war. Na so the man talk.
Yes,
na
but,
so he talk.
but that allegation.
No
You
allegation.
know, he no coffee fever.
No,
when DSS ask her, you no prove her. That oyibo dey call her figment of your own imagination.
Yes, but na wetin he talk say in here. They talk, he reveals so many secrets now, whether we like it or not.
Here?
So,
but people go don plan say they wan do war for country.
But in talk say, now wetin you see, wetin our government don dey do now, they show say wetin Melaifa talk correct because they are doing everything possible to push us into that trouble when the man talk. Because by the time you now say okay, you know more people not fit move again. Because wetin we dey calculate now by the price when they talk, e mean say to fill your fuel tank na between 25,000 naira to 30,000 naira. And then how many Nigerians mean say minimum wage, you know, na to fill only fuel tank. Now you go use am do. How many Nigerians fit afford that one? So by that time, you know if you move anywhere. Meanwhile, now even today, a professor he tell me, elderly man, he say he get cassava farm. But he has slowed, you know, they fit go farm again because of the risk when they for bush. And then I see one boy also from the north, when he come they do bricklayer around us here now. He say what did they do before for north now farming. So but now they no fit go farm again for that side. That's why income this side come they look for bricklaying job. So when you combine all this one, waiting where will they go next year? Now Holocaust. And these people now, they cuckoo, they prepare, they push, they add more fire so that the thing go just cuckoo gidi. Now we dey too. We know waiting on that they plan. So make not be say anybody na fool. Waiting with just make everybody cuckoo prepare. Now be the reason because if you look at all, you will see say the weather black, the sky is very thick. Waiting with they say face when 2022 come. So people when they wait say they want to do election in 2023, the VC say they not see 2033 go tell you hold on, you know if you hold on, you know go see anything because where they push everybody they go with waiting conditions now, all the things when they happen now, it shows say that next year now only God do, and not be Amos for Bible, a prophet of doom o, but wetin I dey see na wetin these people wan do. All the factors wey fit cause people to go into fight, because a hungry man is an angry man. All the things when they cause people to fight, na wetin these people don dey put now. Because I no see wetin be 5,000 naira. 5,000 naira when no fit carry you between here go travel for how many distance. If you get crop for farm, 5,000 no fit evacuate the distance. Immediately they do that thing. They say they don't remove fuel go so and so price. Wetin you go see for market, you no go believe am.
Get what I want ask Pastor. So make I first ask before I ask that question. Make I ask you this question. You know the Jonathan time, from President former Olusegun Obasanjo time, current Yar'Adua time. Move come off that them Shagari. Okay, move say move start from that former President Olusegun Obasanjo into Yar'Adua time, into Jonathan's time, and into this particular administration. You get one road they call Abuja, Benin, Abuja, Okene route. My brother, when I reach Ewi, that you know that we say people they die. They went one of our brother what they call barrister, one former PDP chairman. We got accident. I remember his name now. He had to contact for that place. It happened. Yes, I have used that place for that. You know how many lives when that place don't take. I'm not so. But for us, if you go one place, that place where they call you, the children when they live for that, when they bring up for that, I wonder the kind of life they will live. You know how? You know why? Their presence, now so tanker go fall, boom, it go catch fire. It go bore reach ground. Not one, not two, not 1 year, not 2 years, not 3 years. So when children every day, they wake up to see either accidents, people dying, houses burning, different things. So man, take them back to what I try to ask you. From that Jonathan time to President Olusegun Obasanjo time till now, Benin, Okene, Abuja road, see that CB. Niger Delta, East-West road. If you want to go Calabar, from Ahoda to which place now, you see that CB. The issue of refinery, we use for military that we talk about turn around. For PJ say let go for them. All those pan, all those different companies come out for this country. What I'm trying to tell you is that there is even nothing you see on ground to say, oh, there is a hope that either the youth or the people, the lead of the country, they are holding on to. They use this Benin Lagos Odo before they come manage, they come demotorable now. So these people, now that they drive this system, now that they carry this process now, say, we want to carry our money, give them. Let me ask you, are you sure that even if they remove this subsidy, this thing will work?
Okay, now listen, when you know, when as an history student, when she did talk, after she finished talking, I went back to do my own research. I did a lot of reading. I can't find out say this is just like the journey of an Israelite. Let me tell you, what if not because of trust, if not because of say corruption, don't to eat into the leaders or leadership of Nigeria, what they're actually trying to do is to ensure we go through the hardship now. Wait, now my finish. Then we go through the hardship now. Then we will now launch ourselves into the promised land, just like the journey of the Israelites.
We would have done. My own way is that see, this has been the recommendation of IMF and World Bank. Even as of 2 days ago, World Bank said they recommend that we should remove something. Now the question is, who is going to do it?
Enough is
these people.
He go line.
No,
The driver of the motor blind.
See, the issue is that.
You want it up?
No, listen, see, one thing I want every one of us know, that you get to find out from that time, is it the same people that has been there? It's different Nigerians. Not the person be minister of roads and sea, and not the person be ministers when they handle all those things. Is it the president itself? Now, those people, after some time, in our present situation.
So are you saying that for the whole of this years, what we calculate now,
Yes.
we are looking about 20 something or 30 years?
Yes.
No better person don't come.
Because me studying and from
So which means that
Now listen,
all these
no,
Nigerians
listen, no.
who have been ministers and
Listen.
no better person today.
Are you saying you are just concentrating on one side?
Okay, which is
You know,
what?
you know why they always talk say there is hope for Nigeria? I dey always try to check, I dey put things from scale of preference. For today, if it just dey very bad, but not forget say we also get some good side. You understand? Now you don't make reference of so many things, and you make reference of so many bad side. You not think of the good side. You understand? You not make mention.
No, tell me the good side.
Okay, now let me tell you something. Let me tell you something. I told you just now. I say everything what they reap today now as a result of what some leaders don't do.
So nobody ready to change them.
Now, see, there are some persons when ready make this change. You understand? But how many of, if you go check the analysis, those countries when they subsidize for now, why I tell you, I say we are not prepared. They, as a result of the subsidy when they remove the economy after today, try and make your research.
I see. I'll tell you. All the countries where they don't remove their subsidy.
Check Togo.
Wait
Togo,
now.
our neighboring
Wait
country,
now. All the countries where we say they remove their subsidy.
Yes.
They enjoy them. Now subsidy na welcome development. Now waiting everybody for welcome. And the thing you say, I dey hear them from the when the Kojo Wala. They analyze subsidy and everything.
Yes.
I was interested.
Yes.
But at the end of the day, all those bosses, this one, that one, no people pocket to enter. One of my brother, one of my uncle say he won't fight corruption when he become president. In Peking, marriage, that come the most celebrated in terms of this in the world. So when they give iPhone and IG, what would be that tab as invitation cards, where would they go? Prof. Before I come to Benovers, you get what I ask.
Okay.
This one they talk so. I call the read for paper say, what is this country? Is it there's this country in one African country, I remember his name now. So they say China can't go take over the international.
Tanzania now.
No, Uganda.
Uganda.
They not talk say they go take over our own.
They go take over.
Murtala Mohammed Airport. They want to take over now. Not be who they play who plays the part, but now they dictate the tune. Now they give you money and everything that they go tell you. Many of these our people, they go use our head, they take go borrow money from China. They use our freedom, go borrow money from them now and all that. So if you don't use all that, you see, when we are talking about subsidy, my dear friend, the reason why you go say you go want, or if there is anything subsidy on petrol, why you say you want to remove and be say, okay, maybe now our fuel they find a way across the border to another country. You understand? Because we get oil, our fuel price cheap here. If we cross the border, those people they make money. We want to make sure say our fuel price be the same thing internationally and all that. He has seen talk. Our brother, even if he don't talk, he said there's still a country about 5 pence or something, Venezuela, where they sell fuel. Let's leave all those ones. But okay, say make we get the same prices on it before they do all those things. The next thing when you're supposed to don't do now is okay. The salaries of our people. This is what the salary is. Waiting, these are people cannot go to market. There's no way they can use that their money to fuel any car. So now, by the same percentage, when we want to increase fuel, we will take and increase the salaries and everything, so that everybody will afford what they want to do. And then you go say, okay, this subsidy, if we remove so and so money, this is the amount of billions within this thing we are going to make. This is the amount of money that is when they require, when they take tab between here and Abuja, all those east-west road and everything, what you go do to make everything one hour, so that now you can travel easily. But not be say you will just come, say now 5,000 naira you want to give in return for removing subsidy. We can't blind man talk with that one. Fela talk say that na crazy dem will be that. You understand? We can't matter be all
Prof,
yes.
another thing wey I want to add to that thing be say they say that 5,000 naira.
We give you 5,000 naira now for this country now.
To cushion
say
the effect
you
of
remove.
that thing.
How many liters 5,000 naira go buy?
Where pure water, as of today, my mother-in-law said he give 200 naira to person.
Yes, now.
They sell 10. Then they give.
No, the thing it don't work out now. That is,
So.
no, I don't understand. Though.
Pastor, I beg you. You get out of the spirit for this program now.
Exactly.
I don't want to call you.
Look at it from
In our pastor too.
Look at it from
I said this man a pastor.
I don't want to call you. I don't want to call you.
I sober
Guest now.
again.
Why are we like this? Where we for miss am?
Yes.
Why come that we know they see good people? This government will come, this man will come, he go change this one. If this governor will come, he will tell you that the one the governor Mike do no correct and he won't correct. This one will come, he will change am. This president will come, he will do one thing, another one will come and will spoil it. This one will come, he will say no, this one correct. We are talking about the money that we're going to spend on subsidy. The question is, the people self, if to say the way that they do am, they talk up from Jonathan time, they see am like that, Nigerians will be encouraged. But that word where they always use, the more you look, the less you see.
Even nothing you see.
Huh? Nothing's happening. And so, finally, too, John, the question I want to ask you, a country where no leader is ready to give account. Any day you tell a governor, give account, you become an enemy. You don't go pick a call again. Any day you say, oh, let's also people give account, that is the day they will set people after you. And we are seeing that we are moving forward. Are we moving forward? Where are the good people in this country? Where they?
They do.
Where did they?
They mean.
Good people in this country?
They
Yeah.
Where did they? From Obasanjo time come?
Yes, so.
They do.
But we can't see.
They had to
So
come
the
there.
question where you ask, or similar questions where you ask, wetin oga enough dey talk just now, e correct o. Say the policy they can't do am, they have to come better. If you can't do the whole Nigeria, they can't fix light, connect am to sun, everything you can't find where. First, you give meat to goat, may help you keep. You go dey look and they not touch am. Give another type of meat, give to sheep, you not touch am. But Nigerian leaders, they be tigers. If you give am, a keep.
Some Nigerian leaders.
Yeah, so the one we chop remain, that will give you if you remain. So that be the mistrust we will get for this present leadership. The idea good well. IMF don't look at where we say if they remove subsidy, that money they'll bring them back to the country, everything will go better. As they remove that subsidy, that will not finish. Now people just share them. How many times do don't hear say government want to do something? It remains small. Later, actually, you can vanish.
You know they call share.
No.
No. I'm not saying you talk.
Okay, sorry, sir.
Minister of Information, Transportation, he can't talk for Senate when they say, they could ask and say, how much we borrow from China? Tell us.
They don't tell us.
No, he said no. He said, they don't just check the books. So
Yes.
if they check the books, China people go vex. My brother,
Yeah.
look, you have to fly.
So, as we talk, so now true. Now, tiger, now they will give our meat to, may help us keep. And if you to ask him, he will bite. Now you talk, say, governor don't want to give account, president don't want to give account, because they know as they reach there. Even for those now, people they complain, but I like as they complain.
Yeah.
I like them.
Why?
I like them well. Me I talk here.
What? Tell me that.
They talk bison.
Huh?
Yes.
Now the radicalization will come
When
up.
yeah, better person come, may they vote for them. You see better person, just like Jesus and the thief, Barnabas. Say
No, use that. Use that. Just Jesus and Barnabas.
And I talk so.
When you talk to see, when they are TV, go like say.
Not thief for Bible.
The
Abi.
Bible refrain.
Barnabas.
Yeah,
But not use that analogy to refer to
No,
God.
what I mean, better see Savior. You live am. You won't prefer that one. So why is it a complaint? So I like and well though.
Okay. How?
Say one person don't win, the other one can't win. we never see hardship for Edo State. We never see hardship.
How do you mean?
I see one person.
The governor goes Sapele Road. He goes Sapele Road today.
That's Sapele Road. You know the fire they put before you can't go there.
No, the governor dey respond.
To where?
Huh?
Maybe they respond for here, abi. The fire they put before you go there.
Are you challenging me?
You know they responding.
I'm not challenging you.
No, talk now.
No, where they respond?
Anything when you see now program you talk.
They respond. So
No,
I like as all of us they complain about Edo State, about Nigeria. I like that because when they vote for who dey Abuja now, me no vote. But I can't carry light, I can't look at. Say this one so, this one I die go be o. The same way for our Obodo Edo here. So people they happy, like the prof side, they happy. Say when they all ring bell now, you go come our side. You know they come your side too. That you see war for that thing. So hardship now. I can't get one friend on Friday. Come complain that a small business they run for Benin here. They call knock and tax. The tax they knock the whole gross earnings. The staff will collect all. They say they bring the paper, they do business, they do everything. So the person say, even not do business. They can't serve a paper to cut to. You don't pay those ones finish, you can't still pay that one. So I can't encourage businesses. So the leaders we will choose, not out of greed or short-sightedness, so we not to true know how these leaders be. They all can't show you the thing. If you show you not believe. Not know if you want, it's just like cloth now, where button day. You see one small thread, see my your quick cotton. As your cotton, the button go fall. So that be the one chance all of us enter so.
Prof, you know say they hard to know the color of chicken from the egg.
Okay.
So you understand?
Okay. No. You know they use variable. Okay. But let me tell you the truth. I'm looking to wrap up.
You get where I want to wrap up. You get issue when I want to talk.
Yes, but
the Oyibo issue. I want the Oyibo angle to this matter. This one when they talk about
World Bank.
I get to talk something about that.
Maybe we'll do part to become prof number one.
Yes.
This issue of World Bank and IMF. As a layman, they tell us do this, do this.
Advice, do this.
No, advice. I agree. Wait,
not take the advice.
Prof, wait now.
Not take them. Not the way they tell Jonathan, make Jonathan say make he agree gay marriage. Because of that one, 9 Oyibo people discover vaccine for Ebola that time, they not agree give us. Oyibo man know me where Oyibo people they see Africa as their farm, as a place where they mine.
No,
so
Prof, even at that, make a
they talk to us also say we Africans not feel run universities. You remember? Now when did they tell us that these Oyibo people they not me well.
Prof,
I don't say now they cook the next COVID now. The one they first cook before. Our temperature killer. Now, they cook another one. Then they will cook or they are cooking. The one that go catch fire.
There was a meeting they
go disappointed.
You get more meeting when they hold recently. Say, I think who was good president called the complaint now. That since the president that they call the use what kind backhanded the treat African leaders over this Omicron matter.
I know now.
But make I ask me ask by way of wrapping up.
Yes.
You still talk to your governor. Talk to her at least now you did listen to. Why
they
come because number one, when I go Akwa Ibom, I went to you by 12:31. People see the same bullet for outside.
For night.
Yes.
Night life there now. Is there Port Harcourt too?
There is no night life in Edo. We can't. When they come, Bini, come Edo, come like say fear of killing, fear of this one, fear of that one. You know if we go out for nights, you know if we do so. I say as at 12:31, people see the same bullet. Okada, see they do. People feel they go leg. They use ATM for inside city.
Me, I could talk one, I beg. Less than 1 minute. You get one time, because say curfew day from so time to so time. But now they don't remove curfew. No, nobody come talk and come out. Put them up and down now. Till daybreak.
No, you see me I talk about that one.
Yes.
See, when government want contest that time, at least to even become flag bearer for APC, he come our secretariat. He come beg us as a union, make we support him and all that. Tell us, say, this na how he want to bring go and all this one come Uniben campus and all those things. And then at the end of the day, he talk say the tax when would they pay that time?
Too much.
They too much. Say he go do something, go reduce the tax. I mean, since that time till now, he even talk say all them 19th Street. Yeah. They go time. They all the road around, because if you know the amount of tax when Uniben staff, for instance, they pay, you go surprised. But what will be the benefit? Tax is for service. What will be the benefit of waiting Uniben, for instance, now don't derive from a Edo State government now as the value of the... Go to 19th Street, see the number of our people. Look at the Law College Road. Look at the squalor and all those places where Uniben staff and all this, where they stay. And this was the promise he made to us, honestly, that and not be say we even took count for him out, make it talk. Now he go do one for talk. Now he talk say he go do all those. But me till now, I see they wait, child. I see they wait. You know, I even better pass enough when it comes to this level. I get hope.
All right. Time not to again for the program. We salute everyone. Say they watch us this evening from any part of the world. I want to salute, congratulate Enofe here. You really talk to, because Enofe by this on the 4th of December, they won't give a chieftaincy title for Urumi, right? For Amahau. So
you guys said they invited us.
And you will call us now.
He won't give a chieftaincy title.
So my house now.
A man at this age say he won't get chieftaincy title. Let me say this government.
You don't know. No one they support Petra just now.
It didn't pocket.
You get why?
So I congratulate you as part of our own for inside this program, and I will wish you all the best for your ambition. My people, for us, also we wrap up the program today. I salute Mrs. Iyasele for the support, and Mrs. Amega too, because most of the time, most of these women, they always support their husband when we say they do this program. I salute you well when you take Jane, your husband, take come this program this time. Until on Friday, we'll do a different program. God bless Nigeria. Good night.